Hey guys, it's the Game Jam. Here's the first one of the applications going to use to make the backgrounds. It's at .pdn.com. It's if you look at this link, just press this and you'll get the download link. So yep, having said that, we'll jump in the program. Go to canvas size in your image. Mine's already preset to 1366 on width and height is 768. And just hit OK. That'll resize it if it isn't set at that size. If you've used Paint or Photoshop before, you should be familiar with the layout, but essentially what I'll do now is just create a very rough environment. So I'm going to use, say, a sort of reddish color using the color picker down here, or a sort of a brownie. I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm sort of adjusting the colors using the HSV range. I don't to get variations of the same color, I'm not going to mess with the hue. I'm just going to extract different variations using saturation and value. And then I'll grab the paint bucket, fill in the ground, and then I'm going to select that again. I'm going to do the same thing for a sky, but this time I'm going to use a gradient. And so I'll grab a blue for the primary color, and I guess we'll fade to white for the secondary, which is this one here. And just drag it up. Yep, so it looks like the probably a little bit too dark, but I can go in there and adjust the colors on the fly so it's interactive. So as you can see, yep, so I'm happy with that. There's my cloud, my sky. I can go in and create clouds if I want, use my paint tool or paintbrush tool. I got a brush width of say 20 pixels. Gonna swap over to white. I'm gonna go opacity to about 20, I guess 20%. I'll probably reduce the hardness of the brush. Maybe make the brush bigger at 60. Whoop. Solid color. Oh, yeah, and opacity. We set opacity in the color picker as well, so we can go down there and go in and start painting clouds. I can start layering on top of that. You might consider doing a cloud on an additional layer so you do have flexibility. So if I add a new layer there, I can pretty much start adding the cloud on top like so. And the good thing about that is I can move the layer around and sort of place the cloud somewhere else, and I've got more flexibility. So yeah, that's kind of that's working with layers. Opacity in the paint tool is in the color picker, and yep, so I'm pretty happy with that. So I'll deselect that. I might actually add a building, so I might create a new layer. I'm just going to stick a big building in the middle there, just using the square tool. Use the paint bucket, go into, I'm going to have a nice bright red building. I'll just color drop that. Oh, I better put my opacity all the way up. I'm gonna add a couple of colors. A couple of windows. I want perfectly square windows, like so. I'm gonna add those on new layers. To get perfectly square, I'll hold down Shift and drag with the left mouse button. Now I'm gonna go back to my color dropper. I think I'll grab yellow window, why not? Lights are on. Color drop in there. Now I'm going to duplicate the layer in the panel and move it across, and I might don't want to turn it off. I want to merge and so I'm merging that layer down to the building, so the building's all connected. So that should be one layer at the moment. So yeah, I've got a landscape, a few clouds in the background of the building, very shabby, but just a rough walkthrough. I want to save that out. Just one second. Richard, what format is good? PNG?
Yep.
PNG. So I'll save as PNG. And I'll say background underscore 01. I'll save that in whichever location. I'd make a special folder just for the game jam for your assets, and I'll save it there. And the bit depth information should just be auto detect or 8-bit auto detect. Okay, and there we go. Yep, the image will be flattened and then saved. You will be able to undo the flatten operation after saving is finished. I'm happy with it, so I'll go ahead. That's done. That should be in that folder like so. So essentially I've gone through and created a asset. Just be aware of the pixel density, which is height. Oh, let's go black font. So IGHT of 1366 by oh sorry, no, that's width. Width is 1366 width, and then height IGHT should be 768. So just remember to work to those aspect ratio for the game. And those are the backgrounds done in paint.net. Definitely hit us up on the forums if you have any issues, and we'll take it from there. Okay, good luck.